Aries, I'm Jude. Welcome to your weekly reading. Aries, this is a reading for the week of the 11th of December. And to start with, we're going to look at what's been going on for you. What's the energy you've been in? And then we'll look at the week of the 11th. And if you enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Thank you. So Aries, we've got the World card, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So Aries, it feels like something's come to a completion. There's been like a close of a chapter. Maybe it's been the sale of a business or something like that. And there's a feeling of taking a breath and pausing before you and weighing up what you want to do next before you go and start. It's like it could even just be the end of the year because we've got a single pentacle here. So it could be like we're coming to the end of the year. The year's coming to its completion, you're pausing, you're taking a breath, you're looking at what you're going to focus on in the next 12 months, what your goal for where do I want to be this time next year. But yeah, it'll be different for everyone because these are obviously general. But there's a sense here of something drawing to a close, a completion, and you're kind of looking ahead at where you want to be this time next year. Maybe there's an overseas trip here, overseas work or business opportunity, where you're planning to do your next investments. All right, let's see what the week of the 11th has got, according to these cards. Seven of Cups. Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, I went to turn it around and I had no, that came out in reverse. It's meant to be in reverse. Okay. Queen of Swords. Cards going everywhere. King of Cups. Excuse me while I get this card. Oh, King of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Lots of kings and queens all of a sudden. And underneath we've got the Strength card. So something here, Aquarius, that feels like it's going to call on you to be strong, be courageous, face it, deal with it head on, have courage, which of course I believe you would. But there's a choice. And it says that in the making of this choice, sometimes our emotions can come in and influence our choice making, which but maybe it happens on an unconscious level. It's like it can fog the choice process. But the Queen of Swords is very clear thinking, very direct. She likes to gather all the information, get all the facts, and then make a very clear choice. There's no messing about with the Queen of Swords. She's very direct. So that emotional energy might be there, but your thinking is very clear. And the Hanged Man in reverse says you don't mess about with this. It's like you get moving. There's a sense of no more hanging around. Whereas at the start of the reading with the energy that you're in, these are very stationary cards. There's a stillness here. It's like a weighing up time. But the Hanged Man in reverse says no more sitting around. Here we go. You then have the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Now, kings could represent, this could be people coming into your life. So it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a fire sign with the wands, which would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it could be you, Aries. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So you could have an earth person, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But as energies, King of Cups says, even though there's a lot of emotions stirred here, you're very stable emotionally. You stay very calm. And the King of Wands is passionate and enthusiastic and a very charismatic leader. There's fire in the belly here. The Queen of Pentacles is great with resources, managing the money, managing the practical aspects of this. So there's a very grounded, solid financial energy showing up here. So it feels like you come out of this period of stillness and get very clear about moving forward. The challenge, and the challenge is the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands can talk about a group of business people, like a business network, or within a company or organization. It can talk about a group of siblings. It can talk about parts of ourselves where we're a little bit conflicted. That it's like everyone has equal say or energy here. They're all a little bit different, but they come to the table with that sort of energy that they're equals, group of peers. And there's jostling. There's a bit of fractiousness is what the cards are saying. And this is where the challenge is sitting. So if, for instance, it was the storyline about maybe wanting to sell a family business or expand overseas, something like that, maybe it's getting the board on board, the board on board, the the management team lined up, or the family in agreement. It feels like that's where the challenge is sitting according to the cards. So what will help you, Aries? The Fool card. Queen of Wands. You have got the Queen and the King of Wands on the table, so it could be about a relationship dynamic. Three of Swords, the Tower. And I like the Tower, but it's big confronting energy. And so I'm just going to pull one more card, please, for Aries. I was waiting to see. There you are. The Emperor is the card of Aries, but it's also a card that talks about father energy. It talks about taking control. It's very powerful. So we asked what would help you. The Fool. The Fool card says there's a new beginning. There's a chance to have a clean start, a fresh start, a new beginning. It's a leap of faith. Is there risk? Potentially, and you have to weigh that up, Aries. But you've got the Queen of Wands here, which says you back yourself. You feel strong about who you are. You feel good about who you are. You listen to your intuition. There's a stability and a strength and a power that sits within you, Aries, and it's like you harness that. The Three of Swords says there's an opportunity to heal some emotional heartache here, because this is a helper card. So it's saying that you get to heal the thinking that's caused the emotional pain, or the words that somebody spoke. But then there's a Tower. Now, we asked what would help you. So the Tower is an idea or words or thoughts, a person, an event, something that happens or shows up in your life where it brings a game changer energy, and it pulls down the old tower, which lets a new tower be created. Now, initially, there's a feeling of, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? This feels a little bit overwhelming. But we're remembering these are helper cards. So when that tower comes, that tower moment, it's like both of these characters are actually okay. This one's sitting in a very comfortable bed, but they're in their head. So they wake at 3 in the morning and their mind's ticking over. And this one, there's so many opportunities that they scoop them all up, but then it can become a bit overwhelming trying to carry the load. So it's good to delegate a little, because we're remembering that these are helper cards. And the Page of Wands says there's an opportunity here for this new beginning that's tying back into these wands that you are looking at something, maybe from a business or a work perspective, but it's a new start. And then here you come. You know, the Emperor card is the card of Aries, and here you come, Aries, in your power. The Emperor is wise. He's grounded. He's solid. He takes control. He takes charge. And he says, right, this is how it's going to be. He does the due diligence. He gets the homework done. He gathers all the information. He's grounded. He's sensible. He's kind. He's compassionate. He's charismatic. He's wise. He's clear thinking. He's strategic. He's kind of like this amalgamation of strength and power, but emotional intelligence and financial intelligence. And he thinks about what everybody needs. Brilliant energy. So, Aries, I'm just going to close your reading out with a message from Spirit. And the card that came straight away was the Queen of Wands, which was in your reading already. And the Queen of Wands is that energy of backing yourself, being confident in who you are, backing your skills, having the optimism and listening to your intuition and knowing how to inspire others and to lead others and to move forward with strength and a beautiful energy of empowerment. That's what I can see in the cards this week, Aries. I hope you have a fabulous week. Bye from me, and I'll see you next week.